it's just kind of wild to think about when you start really thinking about the GOAT debate because this whole season, so many people were calling Pat Mahomes the GOAT. I mean, I heard it so many times, and it was shocking to me how many times I was hearing it. Because like you got to earn it. You know what I'm saying? Brady got six. He had six during the season, just got his seventh, and people were calling Pat Mahomes the GOAT. So now I don't know, man. I started to wonder like, how does this game shape Pat Mahomes' legacy? Does it hurt it at all? Is it just just a stepping stone to his greatness, or do you guys start to view him a little differently after that game? T, I see you shaking your head, man. Chime in.
Man, I think it hurt his legacy, right? Like at this point, the GOAT talk, we can talk about you in tears with guys, but we can never put you above Brady at this point. Like, it's no way you're gonna get 7 rings. Even if you get 7, I'm still gonna say Brady beat you. So that's the tiebreaker. You would need 8 rings for me to say you were better than Brady. And you're not getting 8. I think it was an opportunity for him to solidify himself and be one of those guys. He would have had 2. And now, no. I mean, I know we were talking about the tackles, right? The tackles were missing, and potentially that could have tripped them up. If you watch the game, Brady didn't need superb linemen. I don't even know how good Tristan Wirfs is. I know he didn't give up any sacks all season, but I know Brady was throwing the ball under 2 seconds. 3-step drop, let it go. 5-step drop, let it go. I watched Mahomes get the ball and run. Not drop back and release. To me, the game looked like how it's supposed to look when you play a GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Patrick Mahomes looked a little out of his element there. Like, I never seen the Chiefs respond that way. I mean, it was the first time they scored in single digits with Mahomes. He didn't have that fire. He didn't have that passion. Brady running into Matthew's face. You know what I'm saying? He ran into Honey Badger face. Like, the team fed off of that. Like I said, there's levels to greatness. Mahomes didn't have that. He didn't have that. The Chiefs kind of gave up. And when you want to be great, you can't do that. You can't lay down. You got to go out there. You got to make a play. I don't want to hear that he's hurt. I don't want to hear that the tackles weren't there. Brady's done it with less than ideal conditions. Mahomes should have got it done. He should have got it done. So I think it hurts his legacy. Maybe we'll rank him above Rodgers, maybe, but he'll never be above Brady. Never. He might not ever be above Manning.
You don't want to hear that he's hurt. You don't want to hear this.
Nope.
You don't want to hear that. But you're gonna hear it because my man got surgery today. The Super Bowl was what 2-3 days ago. He's getting surgery today. Clearly, he wasn't himself. Clearly, and he's still out there making plays. He made the gas top 10 with an incompletion that should have been a touchdown for real. But hey, man, look.
No.
We can hate on Patrick Mahomes right now because it's the easy, convenient thing to do, and we can act like Tom Brady did something with less than. But he just went to the Super Bowl with the damn Justice League and the Avengers combined, bro. Like he's got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown, Gronk, Brady. Like, come on now, like, yeah, and past only 25. Like he has plenty of time to catch Tom Brady when it comes to the GOAT talk, and it's for a simple reason. Tom might have accomplishments. He might win 7 rings because he can go with an amazing coaching staff and an amazing roster and be 40-some years old and get to a Super Bowl and look good. But what Tom's not going to do is the talent that Pat Mahomes has, the no-look passes, the arm strength, the accuracy, all that. Tom has never been the talent that Pat Mahomes is. Like, Tom fell to the 7th round for a reason.
All you're telling me is that Kobe didn't have Iverson's crossover. I don't care about the elite arm strength. I mean, Josh Allen has an elite arm. Josh Allen probably throws the ball harder than Mahomes. Like, I don't care about that. What I care about is you missing reads. What I care about is you dropping back and feeling the pressure from the rush. What I care about is you scrambling in plays where you could have just checked the ball down. That's the difference between
you're missing your two starting tackles in the biggest game of the year against one of the best pass rushes against a defensive coordinator who's really a head coach. But we're gonna say, oh, this hurts this man's legacy because he's missing two starting linemen.
So tell me this: if the pass rush is getting to you, should you be taking 5 and 7-step drops?
No, absolutely not. But is he calling the plays, or is that Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy?
Like I said, there's levels to being a GOAT. Why do you think Brady calls the plays?
Pat Mahomes is 25 years old. He's 25 years old, and you talk about he can't catch this man. Right. So if he starts calling plays next year, is he?
If you call plays and don't get back to the Super Bowl, congratulations. But you were in the big game. and you didn't make plays. I mean, check the film. He threw a couple passes that people would have had to make heroic catches to make. But outside of that, I mean, go back and look at the tape. I see Tyreek Hill open in the flat. Check it down. Take the 5, 7, 8 yards. No, what does he do? He's running. He's scrambling. He's running. He's scrambling. He's looking for the big play. He pressed. I feel like Brady came into that game knowing he was going to win. I feel like Mahomes came into that game thinking, if I go out there and compete, I have a shot. It's levels. It's levels.
And how does any of that mean that he can't catch Brady ever? How does him having a bad game in this game mean that he'll never catch Brady when he's only 25? What if he wins the next 5 Super Bowls straight? I mean, he's not better than Brady.
I'm just telling you the odds, right? Everything has to come together for you to make it to the Super Bowl. We seen Dan Marino, great quarterback. How many times did he go? We seen Peyton Manning. Like, he didn't go 5, 6, 7 times. Brady's done something that probably won't be replicated. And maybe Mahomes has the best chance. But you guys tell me Lamar Jackson is this great player. How's he going to get through Lamar Jackson? If Lamar Jackson's so great, how's he going to get through him? Josh Allen has a good team. I mean, think about it like this. Hold up. Think about it. I'm gonna end it like this. Taylor Heineke, he played Brady better than Mahomes played him. That has to mean something. Something.
It means Taylor Heineke didn't have turf toe going into the game.
Oh my God.
Well, look, I think T, you making some good points, man. There's competition all around Mahomes, and I think, Aaron Rodgers won his Super Bowl.
Quick question. So do we tarnish Tom Brady's career for losing to Nick Foles and Eli Manning?
But Tom has been there 10 times.
7, bro.
We got you now.
I mean,
Tom's been there.
bro.
Tom's repeatedly there. We don't know that Mahomes is going to get there again. We just don't.
Are we saying Tom Brady won those 3 early Super Bowls? He won those because he was calling the plays, or that was Bill Belichick?
Hey, guess what? He won them. Guess who didn't win yesterday? Well, not on Sunday. Guess who didn't win?
Matter of fact, he didn't. Vinatieri won those 3 Super Bowls for him. He won,
but it's a W. It's a W. I mean, I don't know how you guys grade quarterbacks, but W's count.
Man, W should be all that matters when you're grading the quarterbacks.
He only got one L. Like, the man only lost 1 Super Bowl, so he's 1 for 1. So now we're gonna he's never gonna be great again.
But this is the thing. This is the thing about it that I think we missing, man. Like, when Aaron Rodgers won his Super Bowl, the way he was hyped, the GOAT hype he was getting, we would have all probably thought at the time Aaron Rodgers would have been back to one. But guess what? He hasn't been back to a bowl since. There's no guarantee that Pat makes another bowl. I'm just being honest, bro. It's hard to get there. There's obstacles in the way. It takes the perfect storm just to get there, let alone win it. So I'm not saying that the odds are Pat makes another bowl. But what I'm saying, it's not like he's just going to be there every single season. What Tom Brady just got finished doing and is still in the process of doing is remarkable. It's absolutely remarkable as far as football goes. In a league full of parity, this man is there what it feels like every single year. Like I said, man, no guarantee that Pat Mahomes gets back to the bowl at all.
I mean, who he got to go against? Who he got to go against in the AFC? You already don't like Lamar Jackson, so that's out the book. Deshaun Watson looked like he ain't going with the Texans. They're gonna keep him forever. They don't look like they're gonna trade him. So, like, who he really got to go against? Josh Allen? But you saw what he do against the Bills all the time.
I mean, but look,
who Patrick Mahomes really has to worry about?
Bryce,
Derek Carr and
Bryce, we talked about this a little bit in the production meeting, and Bryce made the point that you would have thought Russell Wilson would have been the guy until there was a Patrick Mahomes. Now there's a Patrick Mahomes. What about a Trevor Lawrence? What about the guy in high school? You know what I'm saying? If you can play 20 till you're 40 now, what about all these guys watching Mahomes? Kind of like Tiger Woods. All these guys that get to watch and emulate his game. Like, you can't just assume that this guy is going to be great because he knows how to throw the ball sideways. Like, you just can't.
All right, let's reel this in.
This is his first year as a starting quarterback and threw over 50 touchdowns and over 5,000 yards. His first year. That's why you start.
I'm not debating the past
with him because none of us has ever seen nothing like that.
I'm not debating the past at all.
This is the biggest Monday morning quarterback ever right now. Like, if we would have talked about this Saturday before the game, everybody would have been raving and ranting about Pat. And I know you picked Brady to win. I know you picked Brady to win, but you wouldn't have been down in Pat like this. Nobody would have. Nobody across the entire sports landscape. Like I woke up Monday and today, and all of a sudden, Pat Mahomes went from top tier, one of the guys that best ever do it, can't ever lose, to he's just one of the good quarterbacks now. Like all of a sudden, he's just falling off the face of the earth.
I didn't say he's falling off, right? But what I know is in 8 quarters of Super Bowl, I've only seen him have one good quarter. In 8 quarters of a Super Bowl, I've seen him have one good quarter. I can't discount that. We're talking about greatness here. The bar has to be higher. The same way I have the bar higher for Lamar Jackson because you tell me he's great. The bar has to be higher for the greats. Tom Brady, Super Bowl.
How high does the bar need to be for a 25-year-old Pat Mahomes?
Super Bowl or bust. If you're throwing the word GOAT around, it's Super Bowl or bust. For Brady, it's Super Bowl or bust every single year.
So you think at 25, Brady's playing at 43 right now. We can see 20 more years of Pat Mahomes. You think he has no shot? You think 20 years he can't get another 5 Super Bowls?
There's no guarantee that the guy doesn't blow out his knee. Like, I mean, all these.
I mean, let's not wish injury on the man.
I'm wishing
saying,
injury.
If he has a healthy career, plays the length of time that Brady plays, you don't think he can come close?
How about this?
I would have said the same thing about Rodgers a few years back, man.
Did Russell Wilson and the Legion of Boom, didn't they look like a dynasty?
Yes.
And what happened?
I mean, some could argue that they were a football dynasty. Football dynasties don't last.
Look,
football dynasties don't last more than 3 to 5 years anyway.
Sustained success is so hard in professional sports. That's why we hold LeBron on a pedestal. That's why we hold the Kobe's, the Jordans, the guys that consistently get it done. Right now, Pat has a little more to do for me to crown him. That's all I'm saying. Right now, I have you with Rodgers and around that Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson. Like, I have you around that. Like, but I'm not putting you up there with Brady. I'm not putting you up there with Manning. Not yet.
Man, look, I don't know how much better Pat Mahomes is than Deshaun Watson right
this
now.
This Patrick Mahomes slander is really crazy right now.
How's it?
How, bro? How is slander? We're just
James. Hold on. Hold on.
LeBron James? Tell me he's a LeBron James in the NFL.
He's not my LeBron James, but I think we got to temper our expectations when we see a guy play poorly on the big stage. Like, he didn't play well. I mean, that's just what it is.
That's the second Super Bowl.
That's a fair assessment. It's a fair assessment to say he didn't play well in the Super Bowl, but to act like it destroys his legacy, or he can never catch Brady, or he's all of a sudden out of the GOAT conversation, I don't think that's. I think that's a step too far.
Hey, Rome, let's look at the flip side. What would a win like this have done for his legacy? You just took out the GOAT. You just took out the GOAT. So, like, if you do it the exact opposite, if you do literally the exact opposite, like you lost and you had a horrible game, instead of taking out the GOAT in a great game, you lost and you played horrible. The exact opposite got to hurt you a little bit, man.
It has to. You didn't throw a touchdown. This is probably like in the biggest stage. You didn't throw a touchdown. From what I understand, this is the first game he hasn't thrown a touchdown.
Bro. Like Tyreek, he threw Tyreek Hill's face and he dropped it. He threw
it like David Tyree, man.
That pass was deflected.
These receivers were dropping balls. Yeah, I swear they put butters on top of them gloves that they were catching. It had none of that sticky stuff. It had butters. He threw it literally to their face.
Did you see? Did you get any energy? Did you get any energy out of the Chiefs? Like any energy offensively? Did you see any energy, any life?
How?
Not much. But one thing I will say,
dropping balls like that man. I'm saying, how could you if you're dropping the balls? Pause. They're dropping the balls to the face.
Dropping signal.
Hey, look. One thing I will say, though.
He to the face. He throwing face shots.
Hey, fellas, was I tripping or were the refs all on Tom Brady's side? I'm just saying, it felt like the refs came into this game. They were like, look, Tom getting 7. All right, so just let's call it so Tom gets 7. Because it seemed like the Chiefs couldn't catch a break with the refs. Maybe I was tripping. I don't know. What y'all think about that?
You know why I didn't care about that? And I don't mean to dominate the conversation, but you know why I didn't care about that? It's because you scored 9 points. The refs didn't have anything to do with you on offense. You could have shot it out. And I thought you made a good point before that. Like, if Deshaun Watson is on that roster, do you think he finishes with 9 points? Like, we're holding this guy to this high pedestal. Like, 9 points, bro.